What's going on, everybody? Dogman Dan here. We are in Warframe, and we're going to hit the hottest topic out here right now after 15.2 release. Okay, yes, we're going to hit the topic. I'm going to ask you to comment on this. Please listen to what I have to say in this video before you start rambling on and making comments. Okay, we want to try to actually foster this to be a good thing. All right, a lot of issues going on the forums, as always. A lot of hate, a lot of nasty comments, a lot of people not thinking, a lot of people being rude. It's not going to resolve the problem. Okay, problem at hand. As a player base, yes, as a player base, we found an exploit in a map. It happens. It happens in games all the time. But as usual, what did we do as a player base? We took advantage of this. And we were stupid enough, as usual in every freaking game, to go to the forums, post what the map is, post how to do the map with the exploit, how to use which frames with the exploit, and expect that, oh my, the developers made a change. No, they made a quick fix. A quick fix to fix the exploit. It happens all the freaking time. You want me to list all the games that it happens in? Because it would take you an hour to go through this video. Okay, we see the problem. We reported it. We reported it in the wrong way. We should have just simply reported the problem, had them acknowledge it, and let them work to fix it. Instead, as always, we just keep pushing it and pushing it. But, with that said, let's talk about some of these things. Now, I've had some chances to play, okay? I think the changes that actually got made to the interception missions make them a little bit more difficult, a little bit more fun to play. I think that we still need some more adjustments on the interception missions themselves, which would be more of a spawn rate increase on higher level, more difficult maps to bring out even more of a challenge than what's been changed to. Now there's definitely a challenge. You need to be a very team-orientated group to get in there and run it for more than a couple of rounds, because you need to work together to be able to keep all the points capped at all times. With that said, like I said, changes in terms of spawn rate. Higher level maps deserve a higher level spawn rate. More death killing, if you will. More fun, more challenge. And why not, right? That's the way it should be. In terms of frame changes, okay, and this is a big thing for us. In terms of frame changes, what we saw was an adjustment to... well, we knew Nyx. Well, okay, I shouldn't say that. I knew Nyx was coming because it was something that was being discussed in the design council for a while. Okay, I think the mind control change is a good thing. I have to readjust my build to adjust for this mind control change, but I think that's a great thing. The changes to Excalibur, to Mag, to Trinity, I think they're not a bad thing. Okay, I think they need to be done. I think the problem was because of the exploit issue, it was rushed out, and so we do a quick fix, as happens all the time, and we're just pushing the problem away. So what we need to do is, as a community, as a player, is we need to get the proper information over to the developers, to DE, and say, hey, here's some real usable suggestions on how we can fix these problems. This is an underlying problem that's been going on for a very long time. And all that ever happens is we do quick fixes to a frame here, to a frame there, to this frame, to that frame. And everybody that plays those frames is going to bitch, stop using it, and go play something else. Okay, whatever, guys. I can play any frame, anytime, with any freaking adjustment they make to the game, because I like it, okay? I like the challenge of fixing up my frame to make it happen. But that's just me. We still need to address this problem. We need to fix the problem. Comments below, this is what I want to see. I will get this video to DE, as I do with most of my videos, and they do read a lot of comments on my videos, and I know they read them on a number of other fan resource channels as well to get a lot of very important information. You guys are always very truthful, you're always very forward about it. So let's just keep that going. If you have any suggestions, any ideas on how we can resolve the issues in terms of adjusting all the frames, not just here and there, this one or that one. They all need to be properly adjusted for what we're going to be calling line of sight, okay? Because this is the biggest issue, right? Line of sight. What abilities on what frames need a proper line of sight change? Not just let's fix this because this is the quick way to fix it. There got to be almost all the frames out there, with the exception of maybe one or two, that need some kind of adjustment. Maybe one or two frames that don't need an adjustment. Everything else needs to be adjusted. At least one ability needs to be adjusted in this whole line of sight issue. So it needs to be addressed. And I think, honestly, in my opinion, this is something that needs to be addressed now, not later as more content gets dumped on top, and people forget about it. Because the truth is, people aren't going to forget about it. Players, as they grow and expand in the game, are going to notice the problems. And they're going to notice the problem get worse, not better. It's just going to get worse. It's something that really, really needs to be addressed before we start dropping in huge amount of content again. And that's just my thought. So if you guys have any ideas, any suggestions on potentially how we can maybe help DE resolve some of these problems with any of the frames, I don't care which frame it is. If you've got ideas that have been sitting around, feel free to post them below. And like I said, I will make sure to get it over to DE. And hopefully we can foster some help in this and make things better. Because, quite frankly, guys, I hate the forums. Every game that I ever go to, the forums at some point just gets riddled with trash. And you lose the good quality posts, the great feedback and suggestions that are in there get lost in the translation of all this crap that sits on top of it. So, like this video, don't like the video, I don't care. Share your thoughts. Let's make this situation better. Nerf it, if that's what you want to call it. Enhance the weapons or the frames. Make them more challenging. I don't care what you call it. Let's try to find a way to resolve it. Anyway, if you did like it, please do hit that like button. Comments are very important on this. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, as always. I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for watching, and we will see you soon.